Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Book. We are going to be doing something completely different this time due to technical failure. So just so you know, we are on our final of the what 5 would you take on the Fellowship if you could go on the Fellowship of the Ring and you could only take 5 whiskeys with you. We know we're taking Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I almost said Eagle Rare there. We are taking Eagle Rare and 2 Eagles for the price of 1. And we are also taking an Irish Redbreast 12 because, wow, that stuff's good. So what are the other 2 that are going with us? Well, I did the finals and I had a sound malfunction, absolutely zero sound, which is too bad because I had a winner. And I'm going to reveal that at the end of this video. And so what this one's going to be about is consistency. Let's see if I can do this 2 times in a row because the top 2 from the last one, really evident that day, but this may be a test on how palates change. And so at the end of this video, we get to see if I'm just full of it or if palates just change day to day. That was actually about 3 weeks ago now. I really tried to get that video out, but alas, sound things. I'm not a pro at this yet, so I don't know if it was my fault or new Mike's fault or whatever, but here we go. So what are we doing? We are in our final 5, and I'm going to kind of shoot through this because reasons, time, you know? I got corn cooking. No, we don't need a super long video to do this. Our first contestant is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Woodford Reserve Double Oaked won our first blind shootout or competition, and it beat out the likes of Old Forester 1910. Surprises me. Blanton's just doesn't do it in blinds. Blanton's is not a blind Blanton. Michter's US 1, that kind of surprises me. Other than Michter's US 1, as I said it in the video, great on the palate, great nose, falls on the finish every single time. And it beat out Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. No surprise for me. I am not a huge Jack Daniel's fan. Just none of them hit my palate the right way. So Woodford Reserve Double Oaked won the lower proof battle. Next up, we had the biggest surprise so far of the competition, Angel's Envy Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And I should say the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked is 90.4 proof. It's about $66 in our area. And it, you know, it's from Brown-Forman. Good stuff. So it beat out another Brown-Forman in the Old Forester, which kind of surprises me. That wouldn't have happened a long time ago. But anyway, Angel's Envy. This one is 86.6 proof, lowest proof, even though it was in the second tier, because I put it in the second tier because it was more expensive. It beat out Russell's 10, 1792 small batch, Weller Special Reserve, and regular Buffalo Trace. Kind of a shocker. I thought 1792 might take that one. I really thought Russell's 10 would just sweep the floor with the others, and Angel's Envy just popped, which is a surprise. And we'll find out at the end of this video if that held true in my failure video that you shall not see, but I'll give you the results. Next, we had Maker's 46. Good old, I'm not a huge just Maker's Mark fan, but this Maker's 46 is pretty dang good. This stuff is 94 proof. We're all under 100 proof so far. $46. So it is like not half the price, but we're looking at $20 cheaper than these other 2 for a dang nice bottle. It beat out Yellowstone 93, thank goodness. If Yellowstone 93 would have won, I think I would have quit because I really don't like that. It also beat out Wathen's, another one, very grain forward to me. I don't like Wathen's. Horse Soldier Signature. I used to love me some Horse Soldier. I think they've been putting some younger stuff in there. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to get in trouble or anything, but it just tastes younger to me than it used to. Love that stuff. The premium's still pretty good, but the Signature, and then it beat out the Benchmark Single Barrel, but that was a tight race. That Benchmark Single Barrel is a hitter for $28, $25. It's crazy good. So next is Joseph Magnus, and this is the kind of the regular one. This one, holy cow, it's 100 proof. It's out of Joseph Magnus Company, and it's a blend. Some sherry, Oloroso cask. I believe it's Oloroso. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's sherry and cognac cask. Oh, that's why it's kind of got a little funk to it, and that's the cognac in there. And Joseph Magnus beat out Cooper's Craft 100, which that stuff's super good. And this is a little bit higher proof one that this beat out. This is the 100 proof battle, 100-ish proof. Smoke Wagon Small Batch, Wild Turkey 101, no surprise there. I've had enough Wild Turkey 101. I used to drink that daily, and all of a sudden, I just can't take it anymore. The funk just gets to me. Beat out Four Roses Single Barrel, which is kind of a shocker. I love that stuff. And yeah, the Smoke Wagon Small Batch, no surprise there. Wild Turkey, no surprise. The Cooper's Craft and the Four Roses Single Barrel, they put up a battle, but that was a good one. Any three of those would have been happy with. Then we had Calumet 15 beat out Sam Houston 15. It's kissing cousin there. Sam Houston 15, super good. That came in second. It's really good, leathery, tobacco-y. Just Calumet's a little sweeter, and that hits my palate better. Beat out the Joseph Magnus Murray Hill Club. Murray Hill Club, a lot of people like that. I find it way too sweet. And it beat out Four Roses Small Batch Select. So Four Roses had two in the running. Neither one made it. And then Old Elk Double Wheat. Wow, I found out I don't like double wheat. Talk about a funk that I don't like. And I see why some people like it. Super bold, rich flavors. It just kind of reminds me of the Jack Daniel's Bonded. Just not kind of that weird funk, not my thing. And then the last one, Old Forester 1920. We got another Brown Foreman in there. Oh, and I should say the Calumet was $135, most expensive in this listing. 105 proof. The Joseph Magnus somewhere around $80. The Old Forester 1920 is getting up to $70 in my area. It's 115 proof from Old Foreman, the Whiskey Row line. It beat out Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. I used to love that stuff. It's kind of doing a blend. You put it up in a blind, and it doesn't match up. Another Maker's Mark, the Cask Strength, which put up a good fight. Old Granddad 114, and if I remember right, that was second place. And man, Old Granddad 114, I used to think, I'd never liked that stuff. Well, great stuff. And the Horse Soldier Reserve. Did I have Reserve on here twice? No, yeah, Reserve. That's the platinum bottle. That's their higher proof. Again, sort of fell off a little bit. I don't know if it's different juice or just, again, palate's changing. So that's where we're at. This is the battle, and we're just going to get right to it. I'm going to move the bottles if I don't break them. I have 6 glasses in front of me. This is going to be a fun night. I don't know what's in each glass. My lovely wife poured them, and I'm gonna keep looking and probably squinting up here to make sure my sound is working, because goodness gracious, I don't want to do that again. So from my left to right, your right to left, I will have A. Yep, they're in order. And we're going to see, I'm nervous about this, because I want to see if this finish is similar to the last finish. And again, I will compare those at the end, and then we'll make a decision who's coming on the journey. Oh, right off the bat, we got some good sweetness. A little bit of, I'm already getting a little bit of hay, but there is some cinnamon spice undertones, maybe a hot tamale in there. I'm going to nose first like I usually do. B, I'm going to make sure they're in order. Okay, B. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be leaning over here, probably writing some notes for you, because I want to compare. This is as much a science project as it is what we're finding here, because I want to see if this is similar. So I'm going to go back to A. A is punchy, sweet, spicy, very, very vanilla, caramel, but wow, I haven't had a bourbon yet today. Maybe that's why I'm getting so much spice and not the other stuff. Let's try B. B hits you in a different way. It more rolls into the nose. There's still some sweet, but this is I'm really picking up grain notes today. This might not. Might be completely different. I think last time I was picking up the sweet notes. Yeah, I get a little fruit, a touch of fruit on the bottom. Grainy. God, I'm getting those grainy notes today. Maybe I just need to drink some first. A little bit of like spiced apple pie. That's because I get a little bit of baking goods on this. All right, so B is spiced apple pie with sugar and honey. Oh, whoa. Whew. C, completely different. Oh, what is that? C is very berry. Very berry. Oh, that's maple banana. I might know what this one is. That's the maple banana that sometimes some people can pick the banana out like a. For me, I have to get through the maple. Like, okay, is that pancake? And then like, oh yeah, that's banana. Oh, now I can't get anything but banana. Okay, so C is all banana, which hints what may be, but hell, I don't know. D. Ooh, it's like my nose needs a drink of water or something. Another spicy. I probably should have had a sip of one before I did this. I'm really getting spice forward. There's a little banana on that one too. Spice forward. Also banana. Which sometimes I can pick out with the color and I don't want to cheat, but B or C and D, I can alphabet. C and D have a similar sweet, very dessert forward nose. C is overripe banana. D is a little bit underripe banana. That's the difference. All right, let's go to E. Okay, now what is it? I can't get anything but banana on any of them now. Oh, it's light. I'm not getting much on D. It's dusty. There's dusty in the bottom. And usually when I get something dusty, it's like the Yellowstone 93 and the Wathans really pop the dusty on me. It's a lower proof, younger bourbon. There's a little bit of greasy rag on that too. That's just one of those things I pick up in my old ranch kid days. You work on a tractor, combine or something, it's like 100 degrees outside and you got a rag and it's all greasy and it just has this smell to it, and this is when it pops out of all places. There's a little fruit too. I'm still, okay, that's weird. C, D, and E. Kind of got, I think C ruined it. Kind of got all bananas. Okay. F. Oh, no banana there. I am having a hard time pulling anything out of F right now. It like wants to be there. Light, but fluffy. Strange to say, but that I'm getting marshmallow cloud feelings when it's gentle, but when you really reach into it, it's actually kind of nice. There's some baking spice-ish, like on fruit. This is definitely, so that's a palate thing I'm getting today is fruit pie. Maybe I'm just hungry. That's like peach cobbler. And not the peach so much, but the edges of the crust with the creamy part of the peach on there. That's what that is. All right. Let's rock and roll into the palate here. Okay, I go back to A, and it just socks the hell out of everything. It has got sweet, it has got spice, it's got some fruit, it's got berry. I'm picking up maybe a little bit of leather. Oh, yeah. complex toffee, caramel, buttery, creamy. Glad that was my first one of the day. Good finish. Really good finish. Still going on the finish. So much so I'm going to take a sip of water for y'all. And may even pop in one of these little oyster crackers I have over here. I hate chewing in front of you, but I'm going to try not to do this in edits. I hate choppy edits. All right. The finish would have kept going. That was great. All right, B. Okay, go back to B. Oh, this is an old candy. It was a cinnamon candy, kind of like the toffees you put in, the hard candy toffee, butterscotch that you put in your mouth. These were cinnamon ones. They were hard candy you put in. Okay, folks, this is like the cursed video or something. Camera just overheated, so we're going again. All right, I was just discussing that B is a hard cinnamon candy. I don't even know. I haven't seen those in so long. Not the soft ones, not like cinnamon bears. They were hard candies. That's a... That's what I'm getting on B. Spicy, cinnamon, a little bit of sweet, kind of a little funk on the back end, but finish is dull. I'm going to say that. It doesn't just end, but it's a dull, rolling finish. All right. I'm going to hurry through this so my camera doesn't die again. Okay. C. Oh, now C. That banana. Ooh, super. This is like you have hot fudge brownie with melting ice cream and overripe bananas just slathering all over it. Yeah, that's fudgy. Banana. Like this is all dessert. C is... Finish isn't bad, but C is all dessert. All day long, all dessert. Not bad today. This being my first bourbons of the day. No, I don't usually drink this much, so it's not saying much, but that's actually kind of pleasant. It's not a harsh one. Not sure how it stacks up to the others, but it's very desserty. Now I'm curious to see what D does here because... I'm getting banana on that too. Almost, it's more banana nut though. Little granola bar. Oh yeah, D doesn't have so much banana and on the flavors. It's got some leathery notes to it too. A little more proof. A little more spice. More proof, more spice. Yeah. There's a flavor to it. It's hard to describe. It's just what it is. I think I know what it is, but even if I don't, it's good. Not spectacular, but really good. And it just sits there on the tongue. It's weird. Some of the finishes will roll over the back of the tongue and you feel them in the back of your throat, the top of your mouth. This one is sitting exactly where you get it on the palate, right on the tip of the tongue, very top of the tongue, very front of the tongue. Very sensitive to where the flavors are in the mouth because they mean so many different things. This one is right up front, and it just sits there. It's just sitting on. In fact, I have to take another drink of water because it won't go away, which is good. Super long finish. It's an oaky spice finish. I don't get the banana on the flavor so much. So that is my only odd glass. All these other glasses are regular Glencairns. This is my Whiskey Row. Check out that channel. They're freaking awesome. Dave and Jamie. They're like, I watch them all the time. Okay. Back to, let's go to E. I'm still getting a little banana on E too. Really, really sweet. It almost wants to be a berry, but it's like a banana that grew up and wanted to be a berry. Identifies as a berry. No, we're not going there. Because it does. On the edges of the glass, it has more of a berry tone to it. In the middle, it has a banana tone. And yes, your nose can pick up tones. I'm saying so. It must be true. Okay, this is butter. More buttery. Biscuit buttery. I don't remember this one. It's not super powerful, not super strong. It's just buttery, biscuit, a little bit of spice. I don't get the banana on the flavor that much. I can see where it's at. It turns into more of a, like I said, a biscuit. Finish is pretty good. Now, none of these would be in the finals if the finish and the flavors weren't good. So this is going to be tough. I can tell you right now, this already isn't as easy as the failure video where my sound didn't work. That one I picked everything up pretty spot on right off the bat. Now I'm a little nervous. Okay, now I'm going to F. And it's weird. I couldn't pick up F before. Now it's just smacking me. That is a fruit. That's still that peach cobbler, edge of the cobbler, more the crust than the peach. It's got more dense, a denser nose. Wow, why was this so light before? This is why bourbon is so fun, everybody, because it's an enigma wrapped in a glass bottle. Because now it's so complex. It's so different than the first time. First time I was trying to seek out the smell. I don't know if the glass, maybe just swirling the glass around a little bit. Oh, this is the top nose now. Before it was the weakest. Oh, that's dense. Leather. Spice, oak, yeah, that's definitely got some leather notes to it, which tells me it's one of the older ones. I'm trying to figure out though why. Okay, hold on. This one's crazy. This one's killing me here because first it was super light and I didn't like it. Then it got kind of dense richness, and now that finish was all like wheat or grain. Like everything was great until I hit that finish. Let me try it again. Oh, the nose is like everywhere you go in this glass. Like you go to this side and it's a little bit of red berry. You come over here, almost wants to be cola, but there's still a little grain in it. Now I don't like it. What the hell? Now it is flat grain. I'm not gonna lie, this is weird. F is kicking my butt right now because it goes from poor to really good to poor. Wow, there's some stuff in there I really liked, and there's some stuff in there. That finish, I gotta have some crackers. I don't like the finish. Do not like the finish. Do not, I'm writing this down. Do not like the finish. It is very grainy. Again, sorry for chewing in your ear, but I do not want to do edits. I want this to go straight through so you can see what I'm going through. All right. Final tally. I'm going to go through and do some boom, 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 one-on-one here, and I will come back with the victors. Remember, we're picking 2 to go on the journey. We already have 3, Redbreast 12, Eagle Rare, Rare Breed. A lot of rare, but that's good because we're going to be out there in the sticks and the woods and on the mountains with Gandalf and the crew. And we want the best bourbons, but we want a selection. we want different things, and having the Irish in there, the red breast velvet, oh God, if you want to talk about something I could drink all day, that is so light and whatever. It's just really good. The Wild Turkey Rare Breed is just for the price. Can you beat it? I mean, can anybody beat Rare Breed for the price? You let me know. Please put it down below. Write it anywhere. What's better than Rare Breed for about $55? Especially now, I just heard all Buffalo Trace products are going to double. Now, that was from my local liquor store. Yet to see it, but doesn't surprise me. They want a little bit of that secondary action. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to put this on pause. I'm going to go do this, and I will come back to you with the victors. Okay, folks. I'm not going to lie. This was difficult. My palate today, this was a great science experiment because the first time I did this was no sound. I wish I'd have had the sound because I think I had some super good things to say. I was probably the best YouTuber on the internet. Just saying. No, I'm just kidding. This one wasn't as clear by any stretch. In fact, I have to note that on D, whichever, A, B, C, D. This one, I got coconut sunscreen, which my cousins used to have. My grandparents had a cabin on a lake when I was growing up. The best place just awesome place, by the way. And yeah, I'm feeling this after 6 bourbons, so bear with me. I have never gotten coconut sunscreen before. Got that on the nose. No coconut on the palate, but wow. Okay, so here we are. What do we have? We are. Let's find out where we happened. So last place is E. E, just light. That was the light, dusty. Just never did anything for me kind of thing. And you know what? I just looked at the bottle. I picked it up. I was right. Boom. Last place, Angel's Envy Bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. The lowest proof, lightest. It just, some days it does something for me. Some days it doesn't. I'm a little shocked. I think if I went back to its bracket, it wouldn't win. I think I was off that day. But, you know, hey, it made it in. So, Angel's Envy, last place. I told you all about the cursed camera, or the cursed video, right? So, I don't know where we left off. Camera overheated, said, hell with you. So, last place was E. Angel's Envy, no big surprise there. I'm actually happy to see that because that matches up with what I thought. Second to last is C. Oh God, please don't be C. No. Okay, C, second to last place. Kind of no big surprise. Very desserty, very cool. Like I said, that's the first time I've ever gotten coconut, and now I don't. Now I get banana maple. But for a second, I got the coconut sunscreen my cousins used to wear. Okay, fourth place is F. F was the complete enigma in this blind. F would go from I couldn't smell it to, oh my God, those flavors are really good. Or the nose is super good. The palate's super good. Wait, no finish. I don't like the finish. Wait, it's really good. F blew me away. Like, not like in a good way, but in like I don't know what I'm doing. F was changed every time I took a drink, which is, hey, when we do these blinds, when you see a whiskey tuber do a blind, don't take that as gold. Palates change day by day, hour by hour, what you eat before, what you drink before. F is the perfect example of that. And yes, I'm had too much. F was really great and really bad and really great, and that's just how bourbon is, and holy crap. F, Maker's Mark 46, which I really kind of like this stuff. So usually I get really buttery toffee on F. This time I got light, fluffy, the peach cobbler, completely different flavors. This is different. I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably going to be different than the last final I got when the camera didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way, and we are going to start our podium. And our second place podium is the Hobbit. Hey, this is Whiskey Book. We do things different here. The first place is, of course, Lord of the Rings, because that's the fellowship we're on. So what missed the podium, well, or third place on the podium? I don't have the Silmarillion or whatever else. B, grainy spiced apple pie. These are the notes I have. This is the cinnamon hard candy. Boom. What is B? B is, that is very interesting. B is Old Forester 1920, which, like, absolutely one of my favorites ever. 1910 was, like, you know, gateway drug to the bourbon industry. So you drink 1920, you drink Redbreast 12, you drink Wild Turkey 101. If you want to get into bourbons, that's what you do. 1920 is kind of like the step up from 1910 because it's some of those flavors with a little higher proof. I'm sorry, I'm trying to write this down. I forgot to write down. All right, I'm just going to write 46, 1920. Numbers are easy. It's really good some days. Some days I get like a cleaner taste to it, whatever. So boom, right here off of the books, that is our third place. What is our second place, please? D. Oh my goodness. D. Oh, wow. Okay. Not too bad. Calumet 15. Spicy. This was my coconut sunscreen. I'll be damned. I've never gotten that before. Tonight, this is a great science project because I don't know what the hell happening, which means, number one, a Joseph Magnus. You know what? That really doesn't shock me because some people don't like the regular Joseph Magnus. Most people lean towards the cigar blend, which if that was in this, would probably win. I don't like the Murray Hill that much. I think maybe my bottle is weird, but it feels like they put through a sugar cube in it. I don't like it. I can live with this. So the top two that are going on our trip, according to this blind, is the Calumet 15 and the Joseph Magnus. Okay. Let's compare that to the one I did when my palate was probably where it needed to be on the last one. And last time, let me just preface this by saying last time the top three could have switched, and they did. This was third place last time. It's first place tonight. Doesn't surprise me. I love Joseph Magnus when I have a glass of it. I love this stuff. It stood up tonight. It had the best nose by a long shot tonight, which kind of surprised me because Calumet 15 won the last showdown, which means Maker's Mark was second. It didn't do so well tonight. I liked that it did well last time because that means I can get a cheaper bourbon that's really good. But again, none of these are losers. Hey, what are we taking on our trip? Calumet won last time, was second this time. For sure, we're taking Calumet. A is smoother. So if we combine the two scores, I think this is what it looks like, folks. Calumet 15 is going. Joseph Magnus is going. 1920. If a bottle broke, is going. So all in all, we're going to go like this because a 1 and a 2 equals a 1. A 1 and a 3 equals a 2. This is our lineup. Thanks for